Bonsai is often described as a metaphor for life or even called living art, but when it comes to appreciating bonsai, there is more than meets the eye. And when we practice bonsai, there is a lot to be mindful of. The word bonsai comes from the Japanese words bon, meaning container, and sai, which means to grow. So literally, bonsai means simply growing in a container. But the story of how this art form was created goes back hundreds of years. And while the Chinese may have been the first to develop the idea of growing small trees in containers, the Japanese took the art form to another level with their own unique style. After centuries of development, 6 schools of bonsai have emerged in Japan, each with their own philosophies about how a tree should be shaped and styled. One of these schools is known as Zen and Symbolism of Harmony, and this particular school of thought takes bonsai to an even deeper level. Now, this type of bonsai is not meant to just be a beautiful and unique piece of art, but also has strong ties to Zen Buddhism. If you've ever visited a Japanese rock garden, you'll notice that there is a lot of negative space or empty space included in the design. In this type of garden, the rocks and sand are carefully placed to help the viewer focus and clear their mind. This is also true of Zen and Symbolism of Harmony bonsai. The goal is to create a sense of peace and balance through the careful arrangement of the branches and foliage of the tree. In fact, this type of bonsai is often referred to as a living meditation. Just as a Zen Buddhist monk rakes the sand in a rock garden to create lines and patterns that help him focus on the present moment. The bonsai artist takes great care in shaping and pruning the branches of a tree to create a sense of balance and harmony. This particular style of bonsai is usually grown in a shallow tray without a drainage hole. Instead, the roots are wrapped around the edge of the tray so that they can absorb water from the surrounding pebbles. This gives the bonsai a very clean and simple appearance, which is part of what makes it so appealing. Another important aspect of Zen and Symbolism of Harmony bonsai is the use of natural materials. For example, the tree may be grown in a ceramic pot that is made from natural materials such as clay. The pot itself may also be decorated with natural motifs such as waves or bamboo. This helps to create a sense of connection between the tree and its environment. When you look at a Zen bonsai, you should try to appreciate the negative space or the empty space around the tree. This is an important part of the overall design and can help you to feel more connected to the tree itself. You should also pay attention to the shape of the branches and how they are arranged. In a healthy and well-cared for Zen bonsai, the branches will be strong and flexible at the same time. They should also taper gradually from thick to thin. You should also look at the leaves of the tree and how they are arranged. In a healthy Zen bonsai, the leaves should be dark green and glossy. They should also be arranged in a way that creates a sense of balance and harmony. As you can see, there is a lot to appreciate when it comes to this type of bonsai. It is not just a small tree in a pot, but a living work of art that can bring a sense of peace and tranquility to those who appreciate it. To get started with bonsai, there are a few things that you need to do. First, you need to choose the right tree. Not all trees can be turned into bonsai, and those that can require special care and attention. Some of the best trees for bonsai include Chinese elms, junipers, maples, and pines. These trees are naturally small and delicate looking, which makes them ideal for bonsai. Next, you need to get a bonsai pot. The pot is an important part of the bonsai's overall appearance, so take your time and choose one that you like. A good bonsai pot will have a shallow base and drainage holes. Once you have your tree and pot, it's time to start shaping the branches. This is done through a process called wiring. With wiring, you can control the direction that the branches grow. You can also remove any unwanted branches to create a more balanced look. Finally, you need to water your bonsai regularly. Bonsai trees need a lot of water, so check the soil every day and water when it's dry. Use a watering can with a gentle spray to avoid damaging the branches or leaves. Growing a bonsai tree takes a lot of patience and care, but the results are worth it. With proper care, your bonsai will thrive and become a beautiful addition to your home or garden. But growing bonsai is not just about following a set of instructions. It is also a way of life. The Japanese believe that bonsai is more than just a hobby. It is a way of connecting with nature and finding inner peace. When you practice bonsai, you learn to appreciate the beauty of imperfection and the importance of balance and harmony. If you are interested in learning more about bonsai, I highly recommend that you visit a local bonsai club or nursery. There you will find experienced growers who can teach you the basics and answer any questions that you may have. You can also find a wealth of information online and in books. If you're already a bonsai grower, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What are some of the challenges you've faced? What are some of the rewards? And what advice would you give to someone just getting started? I'm sure that everyone would love to hear your thoughts. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you join our community of plant lovers. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps us keep making great content for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.